Meet Zoomlock, the 10-second flame-free refrigerant fitting from Parker. Reduce labor costs by 60% with no brazing, no flame, and no fire spotter. Discover how Zoomlock can help you be more efficient and productive. Visit Zoomlock.com for more information.
Those of us with dirty hands, blood stains intertwine, right away each morning to grind it out another time. The faces in the mirror, and not as young as they once were, but they're proud, they're proud.
Good evening, YouTube. It is Saturday, June the 24th. It is 6:30 in the evening, and the duty calls. Customer called. Let me put my seatbelt on here so this truck will stop dinging. There we go. Duty calls. Good customer. The apartment complex that we've been to several times. I have a couple videos working at this apartment complex, or duplex complex, or whatever you want to call it. Just recently did a full change out there, and headed back over to another apartment in the same, or duplex if you will, in the same complex. Called and said one of the tenants said the unit wasn't running at all. I put in a Goodman air handler back when I was doing Goodman in Amana. Left a R22 condenser, but here recently, about 2 months ago, I swapped out the condensing unit to 410A. If you go back, it was one of my 2 service call combos where the Nordyne compressor was locked up. I tried bumping it with a hard start and everything, and it wouldn't break free. That's the apartment that we're going to. She says nothing is running, and I break red with my float switches. So more than likely, that's what we have is a drain issue, and the float switch is tripped. I put SS2 on the coil, and I put one in the pan. So hopefully, the SS2 should have caught it, and the air handler did not get flooded, and there's no water in the auxiliary pan. That's the goal anyway. So we'll see what we see when we get there, and we'll try to film some of it along the way. Alright guys, you can see the trap is stopped up. This is not supposed to be capped. I will put that cap back. Well, I'm going to cap it so I can blow it. And I'll take the cap off. But yeah, that trap is stopped up pretty good. Get my drain box here. I love this light. Keep all my drain stuff in here, fittings. The Gallow gun, Terry. Oh yeah, the Gallow gun. We're gonna load up the old Gallow gun. Load her up with a cartridge. Screw it back on. All right, and we're gonna blow this drain out. All right, guys, stick the Gallow gun down in the T. It will not allow it to go back this way because it goes down far enough to where it's going to hit the trap. So it will not blow back towards the coil. Give her a shot here. Oh yeah, we're down in there good now. Okay, it just blew my cap off. That's okay, I found it. Some nasty stuff in there too. I got my arm propped up on the cap now. There she goes. She's draining, mama. The unit has came back online because the float switch is no longer tripped. This SS2 emptied out. You can hear the blower running, hopefully. I'm going to shoot another one through there. Put my elbow on the cap. Hold put this down. That should do the trick. Now I gotta find my piece of pipe. There it is. It goes back right here. Okay. Got that on. I'm gonna remove this cap so it can catch air after the trap. I'll keep that cap in my box here. See, Terry? The Gallow gun does work. All right, I'm gonna pour some water down in the trap for 2 reasons. To prime it so it's not empty, and just to make sure it's draining. I'm looking down in my other tee over here, and I can see that it is draining. I'm gonna pour another one. We're draining very well. I'm gonna put this back, and I'm gonna put our riser back over here, and that's it. Good to go. All right, guys, as you can see, very simple service call for an after hours Saturday evening service call. Just a little drain stop up. I know Terry's gonna get a kick out of this, but you know, we debated about the water hose, Gallow gun, nitrogen situation, and this Monday coming up's Cowboy podcast. It is what it is, to each their own. I'm not gonna spoil the podcast, but I do address Terry's water hose thing in the podcast. I like Terry Ladd. Terry's a great guy. I really like him. Just the water hose method is just not for me. Because if I'd have drug a water hose, I'd still be over there cleaning up, but I'm done. My Gallow gun fits right in my box with all my fittings, and it did a great job. So, and I tell you what, Terry, y'all know me. I'm not afraid to say what I feel, or not afraid to admit when I'm wrong either. If I get a go back on this because of that Gallow gun, I will film it, brother. And if I do, then damn it, I'll start using a water hose. But I have not had a go back on the Gallow gun yet, and I don't see me having one on this one. But like I said, if I do get one, I'm the kind of guy, I'll even film it and show that I had one. So, but like I said, I've been using the Gallow gun for about 4 or 5 years, and I haven't had to go back, and I don't see one on this either. Because when I busted up that clog with that Gallow gun, all that clog was busted up, and then I poured three, well, I wouldn't say cups. That was just some little thing I found in their bathroom right there that was real close by. I poured 3 things for 2 reasons: to prime the trap and to finish flushing out the line and make sure it was draining. So the drain's clear. Whatever I did bust up with the Gallow gun, I pushed it on through with those cups of water, and helped it finish flowing out. So we're gonna be fine, which is what I always do when I use the Gallow gun. So the Gallow gun is fine. if you have a Gallow gun, it does a great job. I mean, it's very quick. It's easy to carry around. Like I said, I mean, y'all saw my little box. That's my PVC box. I keep my cutters in there. I keep my PVC fittings in there. My glue, everything fits in that little Husky box from Home Depot. Does a great job. So anyway, all right, guys. I just thought I'd film this service call. I know it's y'all probably don't care to see me unstop a drain, but we have had a debate here lately, the Cowboys HVAC Facebook group, about it. So I figured I'd film it. Even though it was just a simple drain stop up. But again, I appreciate all you guys for the support watching my videos. I've been getting a lot of text messages and emails lately, more and more. People are watching my videos. I'm over 10,000 subscribers, which means the world to me. And please, I'm not complaining about the text messages. Keep them coming. I don't mind you texting me, asking me questions. I've helped a couple guys out. Guys just have some questions. One guy needed some help troubleshooting something. I don't mind at all. I really, really appreciate it. It means the world to me. Thank y'all so much. And thank y'all for the support on the Cowboys of HVAC podcast. You know, you guys are great. Y'all listen. Y'all buy the merchandise, the shirts and stickers and everything. Hats will be following soon. So, again, means the world to me that you guys enjoy my videos and enjoy the Cowboys of HVAC podcast as much as y'all do. And the Israel HVAC podcast will be cranking off here soon. I've already got one guest lined up, a guy that's in trade school. He's already agreed to come on the podcast as a guest. So I'm very excited. Me and him are going to hook up, and we're going to do a podcast, and we're going to get started with the new Israel HVAC podcast. I think my wife is going to co-host it with me. And we're taking the Israel HVAC podcast in a new direction. We're going to interview mainly young technicians that are just coming out of the trade, and that are just getting into the trade, I should say, out of trade school or whatever. I got one guy in the group that I really want to interview him. I'm going to send him a message on Facebook, see if he's interested. But he's a young kid, but he's ruffled up a few feathers in the group with one guy about inverters versus straight cool, and I really want to interview this guy. And he's a young kid. I think he's only like 15 or 16, something like that, maybe 17. And so I really want to interview him. So anyway, guys, that's the direction that I'm taking the Israel HVAC podcast, is to interview guys like that kid I was just talking about that's just coming into the trade, and or people that are in trade school or fresh out of trade school. And also I want to interview some YouTubers, some good YouTubers. Steve Lav has already agreed to come on and do an interview. So that's what it's going to be, between young technicians in trade school or fresh out, and hell, we may even talk to somebody that's thinking about going into trade school, thinking about getting into this industry. And then we're going to do YouTubers, like, big, like YouTubers that are really popular. I want to interview Steve Lav. I really want to interview Greg Fox. Greg Fox has already turned me down once. Now, he did say it's because he was too busy. I don't think he just doesn't want to come on the podcast. So maybe once Greg is not so busy, maybe he'll agree to come on the podcast. We'll interview people like that. Zach. And I also want you guys to keep in mind to check out the Working Joe's podcast with Zach and Ralph. They're doing a great job. Interviewing some guys from EWC and other places. So that's a great podcast also. But yeah, so anyway, I don't want to drag this out too long. I've been talking long enough already, but thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank y'all for listening to the podcast, and we'll see you guys on the next one.